What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video, and today I thought, considering that Call of Duty is, well, Modern Warfare at least, is now officially dead, I thought I would just go through my stats and everything for this year. It's probably the first COD game, I think I've mentioned this, probably in the What's Wrong with Modern Warfare video, um, that this is the first COD I've played probably extensively for a long time. Um, I don't know why. I think it was just something about it just made me sort of want to play it. It definitely is better than Black Ops 4 for me, which was obviously the last COD game. But yeah, it's obviously a game that I put a fair bit of work into, not too much. Like my stats are nowhere near as good as like people that play the game every single day because I can't play this game every single day. Simple as that. It doesn't work. It does not work. Just playing this for a couple of hours every single day, it drives me mad. So if I start off with Officer Progression, I'll start with Season 0. I never actually got to rank 57. That's how little I played Season 0. I got to say I got to level 55, and that was it. Season 1, I got to level 96, and at this point I still wasn't playing the game a great deal. I mean, easy challenges and stuff like that, I just never bothered going for and stuff like that. It was just, I still wasn't with it. And then Season 2, and, this is when I started playing more with my friends and stuff like that. We started getting on a lot more. And, I got to level 141, and, I don't go for challenges and stuff like that. If I know I'm close, just out of curiosity, I will go for it. I mean, with this one and stuff like that, closest one, kill 2 or more enemies with a single piece of lethal. I probably could have done that, probably, but I didn't bother. And then kill 5 enemies in proximity with a smoke grenade. Yeah, in all fairness, I should have gotten that one. But Season 3 then hit, and I hit 155 for the first time. There's only a handful of challenges here. I mean, was it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 challenges I did not go for. I mean, using restock there. Personal radar, I tried. I hate using the personal radar. This one was hack 7 pieces of equipment. No, I think the majority of these as well. I mean, like knife kills I don't do, throwing knives I don't do, recon drone I never use. IAV, never play on a big enough map for it. It was, these are the challenges that was just like, they're kind of pointless to me and everything. Chopper gun, I think I've only ever had a few times, so yeah, I mean, 100 kills with 2 attachments, probably should have done that, but just chose sort of not to. Season 4, again, I did as much as I probably could. I mean, level 152, majority of them are clear. Season 5, it starts to sort of stagger down, I mean, Season 3 is the peak, and it just sort of slowly goes down. Season 5, only got to 117. And then this season, I'm only at level 92 because, I mean, I've been playing this game less and less. I mean, challenge that stun 40 enemies, yeah, okay, and 30 headshots with a sniper or marksman rifle. So I will probably do that in the next sort of couple of days and stuff like that. But there is no reason for me to now. I mean, obviously, Cold War comes out in I think about 3 weeks from when I'm recording this. Obviously, I'm not getting it until the next gen console, so I'm not even going to be bothered playing it. I may still play this, I don't know. If I go to my record and everything, so weapon of choice, MP5. Yeah, I was a really big sweat in like Season 3. 5k kills with it. Kill streak earned, 23. Kill death is I mean, 1.51 is the lowest it's been in a while. Score per minute, 234. My win-loss is shocking. And then look at that, 4 days, not almost 5 days played and just over 1,000 games played. If I go into multiplayer, I'm not going to do that because obviously that just exposes like everything and stuff. Actually, that's screw it. Let's just do it. So total score 3.43. Is that 3.43 million? Yes, it is. I have nowhere near enough games played and everything, like game time played and games played and stuff like that. Nowhere near. For me, the thing that is the most accurate about that, or the thing I love the most, is the average score of 3,279, and no one gets close. I mean, the closest is 2,646. Kills, I somehow have the most kills. I have no idea how that's happened. best KD as well, best streak, tie with a buddy of mine, and I averaged 24 kills a game. That literally just came from when shipment was around and I was dropping 100 bombs. That's the only reason I have as high as it is. Wins, there's no point in even showing this because like, my best streak is 12. Yeah, I really don't care about my win-loss. If I go into playlist, so that's Team Deathmatch, which I play a fair amount. Yeah, I would probably say it's one of the things I play the most. Score per minute 342.87. Free for all I don't play. Domination 359.24. Decent amount of kills. Cyber attack, no. Search and destroy, no. Capture the flag, no. Kill confirmed, second and stuff like that. I mean, 468 score per minute. Why do I keep saying skill? It's not skill, it's score per minute. Again, decent amount of kills and stuff like that. I've got a decent KD in kill confirmed. Gunfight, don't ever play. Headquarters, never play. Hardpoint, I'm first literally by the skin of my teeth. But I've only played for some reason 16 minutes this season. Okay? I don't know how that works. I really don't know how that works. Ground War, I very rarely play. I mean, I've got more deaths than kills. That just tells you something of how little I play Ground War. So if I go to the combat record, like I said, like best gun is the MP5, over 5,000 kills. If you got some of these might be surprising, some of them aren't to me. The Kilo, I tried using, and for a little while it was very good, and I just stopped using it altogether. The FAL I wanted to use, and then I just couldn't be bothered after a while. The M4 was always the starting gun. It's a gun, I still have a class for it. The FAMAS is such an underrated gun. It really is. This gun is so good. Odin I could not get on with at all. M13 I do love using, I really do. Scar was such a letdown. When I saw the Scar was in the game, I hoped and pleaded that it was going to be like the Modern Warfare 2 Scar, and it just wasn't. It was like a mixture of the Modern Warfare 3 one, and it was just horrible. AK, just never got used to using it, couldn't be bothered. Round 7, again, I don't even know if I even have it unlocked. I might do, but again, I just never bothered using it. The Growl, obviously, everyone knows how good this was, and still is, to be fair. This gun is still a monster. The Galil, I was pleasantly surprised. I expected more. I mean, it is maxed for me, so I mean, it's a decent gun. I've got a decent KD using it and stuff like that. So yeah, all around, I give it as a good gun. AN94, I haven't used it enough. It's, yeah, obviously I heard everything good about it and stuff like that. I probably will try and use it a bit more. I don't know. And the Val, I haven't unlocked yet. I think I'm like 2 tiers off. I just know how broken this gun is. I don't even think I want to unlock it. The ARG, 715 kills. You clearly see what type of guns I tend to use and everything in like the genre of guns. Like the AUG for me is a really good gun, whether you run it as an SMG, LMG, AR, it's still a really good gun. P90 is a bit of a pea shooter in some sense. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Okay, 518 kills, not brilliant. Because then you look at the MP5 and it's over 5,000 kills. So I use this gun religiously. It was, I think, the first gun I got gold as well. I did try and go for, what's it called? Obsidian camo, and just, I completely lost interest at that point. The Uzi, I like it. You know, I don't, having just watched videos of the time a few months ago when it was a hip fire machine, I never used it at that point. I only use it now and I have one class with it, and I never, you know, it's got a sight and everything on it. Will I ever try and use that class? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, overall I do like the Uzi. The PP19 Bison was a gun I hated at the beginning of this year, and then I unlocked the Chuckzilla blueprint, and it is one of the best guns in hardcore. If you hit anywhere from the chest above, it is a one-shot kill in hardcore. Very easy to get good streaks on it and stuff like that. the fact that you can put like a 96 round barrel and everything in it and stuff like that is just incredible. MP7, again, like for me, the class that I had with like no stock and silencer and stuff like that, it felt like the Modern Warfare 3 MP7 for me, and that's why I continued to use it. I love this gun. Again, it's a gun, another gun I've got gold, I've got the Bison gold as well. I love this thing. You know, the fact that it reminded me of Modern Warfare 3. You know, not Black Ops 2, but Modern Warfare 3. That's the one gun it reminded me of. Striker was just the hugest letdown and stuff like that. And the same with the Fennec, in my opinion, as well. Like, I hated getting killed by this thing, but I could never get the hang of using it. And the ISO, I don't even think I have it unlocked. Honestly, I don't even think I bothered unlocking it. So, shotgun, Model 680 is just a trash shotgun if you're not using Dragon's Breath. And I'm not planning on using Dragon's Breath on this thing. I don't even have it unlocked. I never use it. Never will use it. The R9 is probably one of my favourite shotguns to use. It's just overall really, really good. The 725, I was not drawn into at the beginning of the year using this thing. 83 kills, that's all I ever got with it, and I never use it to this day. There's just no point. The Origin, everyone knows how bad this thing can be and how bad it used to be. The Rogue, awful, just awful. It's a terrible excuse of a shotgun. The Jack 12, I haven't unlocked it, or if I have unlocked it, I haven't bothered using it. I don't plan on using it. As soon as I heard of some of the crap that it had, I was like, no. PKM is one of my most underrated guns in this entire game. It is so good. Unbelievable. I have a class of it and it just melts through people. SA-87, just trash for me. Just a poor man's L86 LSW from Modern Warfare 2. That's all it is. M91, nah, I think I pick it up every now and then in Warzone, but I've never really touched it much in multiplayer. The MG, the second gun I think on this list now that I have 0 kills because I've never used it, because I don't see the point in carrying a big LMG like that. The Holger, when this gun came out, I was really excited for it, you know, and then I tried it and I didn't like it. Simple as that. The Bruin, I think I only just unlocked it recently, so I didn't ever use it at the time when it was like a no recoil machine and stuff like that. I was never about that. I hated being killed by it, but I just never bothered picking it up. The Fin was broken when it first was released. I mean, it's a 1 KD and stuff like that, but nah, I absolutely hated using this thing. The EBR-14, I was praying it was going to be like the Modern Warfare 3 M14, and it just wasn't. It was a huge letdown. The iron sights are terrible on it, and the kit is ridiculous. The Mark II is probably my favourite gun in Modern Warfare. It's so easy to use, so quick to use and stuff like that. I love using it. Getting clips for it in hardcore is such a good, feel-good experience. So the Kar 98, I could never get used to it. Simple as that. Never got used to it. It's just a personal preference. Even though statistically it's better than the other marksman rifles, it's just not my favourite. The crossbow, I don't even think I have it unlocked, because why? Why would I ever want to unlock this thing? The SKS surprised me quite a lot with how good it actually is. A lot of people hate on this gun, but for me it's actually pretty good. And then we all know the SPR, the R700. I only recently unlocked this thing, and I do really enjoy using it. It doesn't matter if it's been nerfed or whatever, it's still a really good gun for me. The Dragunov, never use it. What's the point in it? Every Modern Warfare title, there's always a Dragunov, or every COD title, there's always a Dragunov type gun in it, and it's pointless. It's just a waste of a space. If it was gone from Call of Duty, I don't think anyone would ever mind. The only decent variation of this gun was the Dracon in Black Ops 3. HDR was my sniper of choice for the first 4 or 5 months, probably. And then I think the slow ADS and everything like that, it just didn't hit me too well. As you can see, the AX50 is my favourite sniper. I have a class with it at the moment, and I love it. You know, it's simple. it reminds me of old school sniping days. So yeah, and the Rytech I tried using, and it was just so miserable in its performance and stuff like that. Maybe if I use it a lot more and I unlock certain bullets and stuff like that, maybe it'd be better. But no, I did not enjoy it at all. Riot Shield, another weapon that I have 0 kills with because I'm not trying for a Riot Shield. If I see a Riot Shield in a lobby, I tend to try hard. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Handguns, the X16, I have 314 kills of it, and I never use it. You know, I used it for a time and stuff like that, but I don't use it anymore. Despite the fact it hits so hard. I think you can have like a 32 round mag on this thing, but I just don't ever use it. But when I did use it, hell yeah, I liked it. 1911, never used it enough, honestly. Same with the 357. I didn't get drawn in with the 357 snake shots, was just not for me. M19, again, just not a pistol for me that I want to use. The Deagle, you can literally see the jump in kills. The Deagle, I could never control. I'm going to be honest, I'm that person. I can't control the Deagle. I just can't control it. And then you have the Renetti, where I have 782 kills. When this thing was released and I unlocked it, my friends were like, oh, you've got to try this pistol. I was like, nah, it can't be that good. And I could drop 40, 50, 60 bombs, even 70 bombs, I think, in one game with just this pistol in hardcore. And I remember saying to my friends, was this the gun? They were like, yeah. I was like, I now see where you're going with it. Obviously, I have it gold, so... And then the launchers. Peeler, nope. Strela, nope. How I ever kill with a Joker, I have no idea. And an RPG, 165 kills. It's good for if you want to be that dickhead in a lobby on shipment. But other than that, I mean, I think this thing is like level 35 or something like that for me, so yeah. And then I have 6 kills with a combat knife, not quite sure how. And then the Kali sticks and the dual Kodachis, I never actually unlocked. So, look at lethals. I've used them all, but you can clearly see I tend to use Frag Grenade and Semtex. Obviously, it's just easier to use. I think when C4s were at their best, obviously I used it quite a bit. A throwing knife I've only started recently using. I don't ever use it at all because it's just poor for me. And then tacticals, I mean, I don't know how I've used a decoy. I don't know how I've used a gas grenade, but don't ever remember using them. For me, it's stuns and flashes, and obviously the stim is so good on this game. They're just my 3 of choice. Kill streaks, obviously you're going to see a lot that I don't ever use. Obviously, UAV is my most used one. I say that IAV, never use. Personal radar, I don't ever like using. Counter UAV, I used a few times, but when it's in the same category as the UAV, it's not worth it. Shield turret is just beyond poor. Cluster strike, I flicker between cluster, cruise, and precision airstrike. Wilson is so much fun to use, especially on a small map. You can be that dick. Say chopper gun, I've used it 20 times, 166 kills. Gunship 4 times, but I think that's mainly in drop zone getting the gunship. Support helo, I think I've gotten a couple of times in actual multiplayer, just playing the game. Juggernaut would have been drop zone as well. Sentry gun probably would have been drop zone. White phosphorus, I think was a cool concept, but I think overall people just genuinely hate it. Yeah, it was a nice idea, but nah, poor in execution. The VTOL, something just fell. VTOL is, it's a return to the Harrier days and stuff like that from MW2. Brilliant kill streak. An emergency airdrop. Never used. Apologies if you can hear a dog in the background, my next door neighbours. Game modes. You'll see there's a lot of games that I just don't play at all. Like I said, going through the list and stuff like that. Domination is probably my most played. Yeah, it is. Plunder, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy a little bit of Warzone every now and then. Plunder, I tend to play just because it's a lot more chill, a lot more of a better environment. I don't have to try too hard. You look at some of these and stuff, I say Ground Wars are pretty iffy in that. I think, if I'm still right in thinking, yeah, so Grind, my score per minute at one point was over 1,000 score per minute, which, when you guys add things up and everything, if a grind game lasted, say, 10 minutes, I was getting over 10,000 points in score and stuff like that. So, Infected, I think it just wasn't as good as previous games. Free for all, how I've got free for all in it, I've never played a game of free for all unless it does count for something. I don't know. Cyber Attack I never got on with, really just didn't like it, and then Reinforce, yeah, speaks for itself. Field upgrades. Before I actually go into this, my feelings on field upgrades as a whole, they were a cool concept, but again, poor in execution with the ones you could get, because you're going to see how one side, I mean, all the weapons and the lethals and tacticals and the kill streaks and even the game modes, they can be kind of varied and stuff like that. The field upgrades, I already know for a fact. I haven't checked my combat record in about a couple of months, but I know for a fact the field upgrades, there's a huge gulf. And here you go. This is how often I use everything else, just nothing at all, and Dead Silence I've used 1,026 times. I don't run anything bar Dead Silence. It is just, for me, it's been the best field upgrade. I would have preferred it as a perk. I think everyone is in that boat. But, I mean, obviously you've got Cash Deposit Balloon, obviously within Warzone and an armor box in Warzone. But these, for me, they're just, I mean, the deployable cover is okay. Recon Drone, if you're that type of person, I'm not. EMP Drone, it's just a scummy thing. Stopping power rounds, again, they're a cool thing, but I don't ever use them. Trophy System, pointless unless you're in Warzone. Tac Insurgent, pointless in this game. So, yeah, for me, Dead Silence was always going to be my favourite one to use. There's no real point going through these commendations, because most of them are just, you know, general. I mean, obviously, it's 793 times I've had no deaths from behind. I don't know if it's going to be... I don't think there is a flawless one in here. There might be. Most trophy system intercepts, most weapon drops used, mega bank tags, most kills is the last alive, first infected, most time spent on the objective, most base spawns, and most time spent as a passenger. Okay. Twice I've had 10 or more kills and no deaths. Yeah, so I'm not quite... I don't know why there's not a flawless one. I've only had one flawless game. I think it was a shoot house game. I went 32-0. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. In terms of the weapons I use and stuff like that, so ignore the names. I've gone back to like old school Modern Warfare 2, Jake, where I name things weird. But I've got my near or far where I use my marksman rifle. This is my Mark II class. If I go to the gunsmith, this is what I use on it. In hardcore, this thing is a beast. Even in core, in a sense, it is okay. If I really wanted to, I could probably put it to the 24. But I tend to use a 20 anyway. I'll use a 24 just to see how it goes. Tac laser, easy. Sniper scope, stipple grip tape, and FMJ just for those added power. In hardcore, the FMJ is such a big thing to use and stuff like that. It's so underrated. You've then got Akimbo Renetti's, Desperado Pro Compensator Muzzle, Mark III Burst Mod, 1 milliwatt laser, 27 round mags, and Akimbo. It can melt. Very inaccurate, but it melts. Simple as that. Quick fix Ghost. I don't really play around with perks too much, I'm going to be honest with you. A traditional Warzone class for me is an M4, Monolithic Suppressor, stock M16 Grenadier, VLK 3x opposite, Commander 4-grip, 60 round mags. I don't know how close... I'm very close to getting this thing gold. I just need to get long shot kills. I don't know if I'll ever go for them. I mean, I've got 31 to go for. Could I do it? Probably. And then I've got my MP5 class, Subsonic Integral Suppressor, Tac Laser, Tac 4-grip. I might switch that out for a Commando 4-grip actually. 45 round mag and stipple grip tape. Okay, the gun melts. Simple as that. Obviously, is it Warzone class having heartbeat sensor? Yeah, simple as that. A try-hardy class. I don't know why it's called try-hard because obviously it's not really much anymore. This is my sort of just pissing about class. It's also a Warzone class for me as well. Obviously, having the reason the gun is at this 17-inch factory barrel is because of having the ADS time on it. It's so much quicker than say having the factory barrel. I can get, you know, the damage, the range, and the accuracy is better with that. For me, I'm all about mobility and just running around with this thing. Tac laser, variable zoom scope as well. Maybe I could probably drop it altogether because it does hamper the sight speed. So what I might try doing, if I drop this for the time being, and I'll go add the stipple grip tape to it, and I'll see just how quick it is for me. I do run 9-round mag as well. It does slower the ADS on it. Maybe I could drop it to... See, there's no point putting anything else on it. I'm not going to put a muzzle on it because it's just pointless. So that is my class for that. Obviously, the reason I'm using the Ufaga one is just because the paint job looks sick on it. I added a monolithic suppressor because it does come with the Archangel barrel already, Chrono Mini Reflex, 60-round mag, and the F-Tac R89 rubber. It's okay, but I do prefer probably maybe the sniper one. Probably the Void is better, but yeah, I mean, this thing again is nearly gold as well. The only thing again I need is just long shots with it. The problem is with me going long shots, I don't tend to play on maps that are huge. Simple as that. Again, simple as that. High kill. Again, this is the class I would use when I'm running around in hardcore, just spraying people. I mean, I really still should have the mastery challenge for this thing done to get 500 kills. So I get the calling card, because I've done it with the MP7. I don't know why I haven't done it with the MP5 yet, but yeah, for me, again, it's the exact same, similar setup actually. Subsonic integral suppressor, tac laser, commando foregrip, sleight of hand, and F-Tac collapsible, just because this is, I think, the most mobile MP5 you can get. So, and again, akimbo, exactly the same as everything else. My screw support. This is my PKM class. 18.2 inch compact barrel, tac laser, a VLK 3.0 optic, snatch grip and rubberized grip tape. This thing shreds, absolutely shreds. And then there's my RPG, which is like you see, level 31. It's maxed, 10 out of 10 spray paint, 10 out of 10 woodland, 8 out of 10 digital, 5 out of 10 dragon, 5 out of 10 splinter, 6 out of 10 topo, 1 out of 10 tiger, which is support kill streaks. I'm not going to be trying to aim at UAVs and stuff like that with this. Ain't got the time for that. Stripes 5 out of 10. Reptile is 10 out of 10. And Skulls is 3 out of 10. Would I ever get this thing gold? Hell no. It's too long to use. I fuck around using a snapshot grenade and Molotov cocktails just because this gun is literally, if I see a streak in the air or on the ground and everything, I'm pulling out this thing and I'm blowing stuff up. My meh class, which is just a class I just run, I switched this class up a lot more than others. So I've got the AMAX, monolithic suppressor, GI Mini Reflex, CR56 EXO, stock, XRK CR56 stipple wrap, grip, and commando foregrip. This thing, I've got a long way to go with it, but I don't use it too often. I've got the Origin as a backup shotgun just for those sort of close quarters engagements. I mean, I'm probably not going to use it this much more. This is the class for me when I am sort of trying hard and everything. This is the Chuck Waller. I thought it was Chuckzilla for some reason. This is the Chuck Waller gunsmith. It's got monolithic suppressor, 8.7 inch steel barrel, tac laser, monocle reflex sight, and the 84 round helical mags. You can swap out for any sight you want, but for me, I quite like the original monocle reflex sight. It is just really, it's really accurate. ADS is really, really quick. I really do like this gun. And then there you go, there's the Impossible Target. I think this is the X16, 26 round mag, lightweight trigger, Vanguard Elite, 5mm laser, and akimbo. This thing, again, it shreds. Absolutely shreds. I mean, look. Bar the woodland, which is headshots, considering I have it akimbo, I'm never going to do that. The long shot kills is done, and I've just got to get kills with no attachments. So I could very easily get that thing gold. Whether I do or not, I don't know. This is my Modern Warfare 3 class, as I've called it. This is the MP7. This is how I run it. Monolithic suppressor, FSS recon, barrel, 1mm laser, Merc foregrip, and 50 round mags. If I do ever tend to drop it, I do go for the no stock. What I tend to do, I think I get rid of the barrel and I go no stock, and then this thing becomes just, ADS is so goddamn quick. One of my favourites, and then this time I use a roughy cut that is akimbo as well. I don't tend to use it akimbo half the time. I don't know what else I actually ever use on it. I think I use, can't remember which one I ever use in this. It might be using just a regular laser and stuff like that, but again, thermite, stim, this is a gun setup I use the most. This is my mini Uzi, the glacial polish, gunsmith, Monolithic Suppressor, which, is humongous. Tack Laser, I put the GI Mini Reflex on. I think it's a thermal reflex hybrid, but I just never got on with it. FSS Close Quarters Stock and Sleight of Hand. Again, this thing is just so quick on the fire rate and everything. Is a really fun gun to use from time to time. This is the Rafika when I keep it out, so I do use the status stock. I say this thing is just, it does shred, simple as that. C4 for some reason, I don't know why. But just stick thermite on it for the time being. And then I did buy this one because this was a Warzone class I use, and I just change it from time to time. This is now I just run the SPR on it. As I said, it's only level 22, so I haven't got a lot of things unlocked in it. This is what I do enjoy at the moment. So ZR, Veritwist 9.6 barrel, Scout Combat Optic, 10 round mag, Sloan KR 800 Deadeye Bolt Assembly, and the FMJ perk. It makes this thing just a godsend to hit. So, and then a Renetti as well. So they are my classes. I think kill streaks, UAV, precision, VTOL, simple for me. Field upgrades, never going to change. Watch select, got a couple. I tend to use a minimap, even though I never actually use it. So yeah, for me, I think I may make a couple of videos now on Modern Warfare, or I may just wait. I will probably still stream it from time to time on my Twitch, which will be in the description below. It's been a boring video, but I know people do like when people show off their stats and everything and just sort of see how they are compared to them and stuff like that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I say leave a like if you want to see sort of more Modern Warfare content and stuff like that. I'm happy to do it. Say subscribe, comment, do what you got to do. All the social links are in the description as well. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.